What time is it? It's Packard Folks at time. Hat? Check. Shirt? Check. Pants? Optional. Mug? Double check. Check us out at cafepress.com/PackardPokesat where you can get all this great merchandise and more.
Do you like Packard Pokesat and want to hear it on demand and on the go? Download the free app today at Stitcher.com. Available on iOS, Android, Nook, and iPad.
This is Packard Pokesat, and I'm poking at your news.
Hello, everybody. This is Packard Pokesat, the Midweek Show. This is episode 496. We are fast approaching 500. Connie, what stories have you got for us tonight?
Well, Stephen Miller, Trump's senior advisor, claimed today that Donald Trump has made the world safer despite extraordinary threat to North Korea.
I don't feel safer all of a sudden, you know. The fact is that he's telling us, like, we'll take care of you in the biggest way possible that the world has never seen before. What are you going to do, buy out his hotels?
Donald Trump has made the earth a safer place. Speaking to former UKIP leader turned LBC radio presenter on Wednesday, Miller said Trump's response to the newly nuclear-armed dictatorship has brought countries together.
this guy is looking in a mirror.
You see the passage of the UN Security Council resolution with votes of China and Russia on North Korea. We are making the world a safer place. No. No.
You know who made the world a slightly safer place when he was president? He started with an O. Who was that? Oh yeah, it was Obama. Because he made
by a vowel, right? And
yeah, exactly. He made a deal with Iran to get rid of their nuclear materials so they don't make any nuclear weapons. And they went around to all these countries and grabbed as much uranium that they could away from these people so they couldn't make nuclear weapons out of it.
Yep.
Trump is ready to give everybody some more in very large doses.
Well, Miller just proves to be another Trumpite who is fighting what they consider fake news with just out and out lies and make-believe. So
yeah,
awesome.
This is so bizarre. I was saying when President Trump sorry, I had a little something in my throat there. I can't say it. When Trump got into presidency, I was saying that, yeah, we might as well just kiss our ass goodbye at this point. Everybody just voted in a mushroom cloud. Guess what? I was right. Well, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but holy shit, this is just getting way out of hand. All right, before we get any further with the news, do you become internet famous when somebody that really hates you decides to make up a really nasty meme about you? I'm just saying, because I had that happen today, as a matter of fact. Well, the day of this recording anyway, Wednesday of August 9th of 2017. I became internet famous with this, at least with this one guy. I've gotten underneath his skin. I'll be making a separate video on that, showing the image and talking about it later. I was going to do that today, but I was a little busy. So there's that. What else have you got for stories tonight?
Well, this is kind of an update about something we talked about.
Okay.
Trump's trans military ban is now policy, and on a secondary, there's a lawsuit. At least 5 transgender people have filed a lawsuit against it's either Trump or the Trump administration. I really didn't think that a tweet could become policy and
it can't,
or reverse policy, but yeah, it is now.
So they've actually gone through the motions to put this into effect.
Yeah.
Well, he's up for a fight now. This is going to come to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court's going to go, bad Trump. Bad Trump. I was actually listening to an older podcast on this. Apparently, and we said this on the show, that he did not contact any generals or military people. This was some of his religious nutter friends that he hangs around with that didn't like it and wanted him to do this. And that's exactly why he did it. This man has no mind of his own. It's like, oh, I need to still placate these Christian people for reasons. I'm already in presidency, but I still got to hold on to them for some reason. Wow.
Maybe the reason that he has such tiny, tiny hands is Trump is actually like three little people standing on top of each other inside of a Trump suit.
Yeah, that's quite plausible at this point. I'm starting to see that more and more. And the bottom one has a diaper on apparently because he keeps shitting his pants every time he turns around.
I don't know.
Wow. I hope that they win. I hope this goes all the way up to Supreme Court and they take the Trump administration and say, "Hey, no, you cannot do this. This has already been they've already been integrated into the military, and the military has not had a problem with this. Why don't they just get rid of Viagra and then they could keep all the people who are transitioning? That would more than satisfy the debt problem that he thinks that there is. But no, I guess we got to have erections more than we have to have people who are going from one gender to the other.
Obviously, the fighting military need their little purple pills, which is actually the bigger cost.
Yes.
For the military. No, personally, I kind of wish that everybody would just strike and say no.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
in solidarity. You know.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the military, I don't think you can strike. I don't think there's a way you could say, "Hey, we're not going to do this thing because you're going to do a thing." They kind of frown on that. I mean, real hard.
Yeah, the government owns you when you're in the military.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
However, but I think that the trans people have a lawsuit because that's not a qualified reason to fire somebody.
That's right. I was mentioning I had heard this on some other podcasts, and they made some interesting points when it said in all branches or all service areas or whatever for the government in that regard.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There are people who are probably work in the kitchen that, all they do is just they scoop a food and put it on a tray. What do they have to do that's holding us back? They can't scoop a food? Nobody, because they are so trained in scooping a food, nobody else can do it. They are so specialized in scooping a food. Come on, really?
Yeah. Well, what gets me about, and we kind of said this, I think, on Friday when we discussed this, is that not everybody who's trans wants to transition.
Right.
Not everybody who wants to transition. It's not even like something that everybody's automatically going to do it. Excuse me, no. And yeah, I wasn't aware that our fighting forces fought with their penises and their vaginas, and that really matters. And
well, that would be an interesting war, wouldn't it? I mean, just saying. I mean, if we fought a war with who orgasms first, then they lose or win. I don't know. Is that a win or is that a lose?
I have a sword fight in my head, and I just.
Oh, you're having a whole different sword fight. I see.
I guess, yeah. Not really what I desire to imagine at this point.
But now that you've heard it, now you can't unhear it.
See, now I'm thinking about the Schwartz.
And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yes.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've got a couple different stories here. I was going to save these for the staff meeting, but seeing as how we are a little short of personnel tonight, there's an accused burglar apparently didn't flush the toilet and left DNA at the scene. So remember, kids, if you're going to become a career criminal, make sure you flush the toilet if you decide to go while you're there, because or make sure you clean up afterwards, and don't leave fingerprints everywhere. That's a big no-no. This is from Ventura, California. A man accused of burglarizing a Southern California home took a bathroom break and left DNA evidence in the toilet that led to his arrest. So a lot of places have DNA on hand, not just your fingerprints. They do the whole pinprick or blood draw or something so they can get a DNA sample on you. Or no, it's like a swab your mouth or some shit. I think now they do that. The suspect did his business and didn't flush it, according to the October break-in in the city of the Thousand Oaks, said Detective Tim Lohman of Ventura County Sheriff's Office. Maybe he left him a deuce because that would, urine, you could probably get it from urine, maybe. I'm sure you probably could, but I'm sure he probably left a deuce. There's lots of DNA evidence there because the guy's like, oh, my house been robbed. Oh, and they didn't flush the toilet. Well, I should take care. Wait a minute, or the guy's like, just think of the robbers. He's like, I robbed their place. I'm going to give him the ultimate insult. I'm going to leave him a deuce and not flush. I didn't even wipe. That'll show him.
On the plus side, it's his fiber is obviously really good. He's got He's got that going. Oh, and I'm thinking here of the Wet Bandits. I'm thinking of Home Alone. Yeah, how he leaves the water running. Maybe this was his calling card.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny? They discover other homes that have been broken into. Your DNA's there, and there. We're putting this together now. Andrew David Jensen, he was arrested July 28th on suspicion of first-degree residential burglary, a felony. His bail was set at $180,000.
Holy crap.
Holy shit. What did he steal? The Mona Lisa?
Usually you only get the middle name if they're a serial killer.
Right. He must have gone in there and then stabbed the couch or something.
What did he steal?
What did you steal, dude? Did the guy have a Rolex? I do know a little bit about that, at least in my state anyway, that if you steal a dollar amount that's above X, like it's $1,000 or more, worth of a value of $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 or more. I think it's $5 actually. If it's up to $5,000 or more, then you are bumped into this whole new category of felonies or whatever. How do they classify these things? But if it's under that, like even if it's $1, if it's like $4,999.99, which you're underneath that. So you only get the class A or the class B or whatever the fucking thing is. So that's how they do it. They figure out your punishment for your crime based on the amount of money. If I had bought a bank and robbed the world like that one dickhead, I probably would have gotten off with a slap on the wrist and stole millions upon millions of dollars.
Steal little, steal big. Yeah,
exactly.
Like crime escalates, I guess.
Yeah.
Point. It's like, oh, I'm going to jail for this. I might as well make it worth my while. I'm going to flush this gold-plated toilet.
That's what happened. He stole the gold-plated toilet. That's what it was.
That's right.
Actually, I didn't read this part until just now. So it did say here, Lohman said it's the first DNA burglary match case he knows of with fecal evidence collected from the toilet. So he did actually leave him a deuce in the toilet and didn't flush.
Oh my God.
I was kidding about that. I was like, oh, what? Maybe that's, I thought maybe you just took a piss or something, They can probably get DNA sample out of that. They can get your DNA off of a piece of chewing gum, but you leave a deuce in there, you are literally a shit of DNA evidence there. Is it me or crooks getting more and more ignorant? I will give this about religion, though. Because they're making people more ignorant, they're also making the criminals more ignorant. So they're easy to catch. I'm just saying.
Oh, jeez. Maybe lay off the fiber before you do your big robbery, because when you gotta go, you gotta go, right?
Yeah, but go before. It's like when you take your kids on a trip. All right, did everybody go to the bathroom before we got to get in the car and go on this 2-hour drive? Yes, Daddy. Everybody went to the bathroom. I didn't have to go. No, you go. I don't care if you say you don't have to go. You go in the bathroom. You go right now, because I'm not stopping. Once we get on the road, 5 minutes down the road, I know you're gonna go. I gotta go to the bathroom. No, I'm not stopping. You go now. So
you regretted that Taco Bell. Damn it.
I knew I shouldn't have eaten at Taco Bell before the big robbery. Not saying he did eat Taco Bell. I'm just saying you were just,
should have eaten more cheese.
Yeah.
Not gone for a week, man.
While we are poking at your news, you can poke us at Facebook and Twitter, or poke us with an email at ppapodcast@gmail.com. Or leave us a message at 662-709-PPAP. Join us live on YouTube/Packard Pokset on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. Be part of the conversation by live chatting with us during the show. Enjoy the show? Help support us by becoming a monthly patron at patreon.com/Packard Pokset. Or look awesome by buying something at cafepress.com/Packard Pokset. No money, no problem. You can help us by sharing the show with friends and rate us on iTunes and Stitcher. For everyone that shares and rates us, you kick ass.
The Atheists,
the Bible,
and No Wardrobe, the podcast.
Wait a minute. No wardrobe? You mean we're going to be naked while we do this?
Well, seeing how I'm an atheist and I'm reading the Bible, and since clothes are flammable,
fire,
I thought it might be a good idea to take them all off first.
Naked or not, follow along as we read, analyze, and try to keep you from falling asleep as we go through this boring-ass book.
Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker. Who knows? We may even be on YouTube someday. Oh, by the way, real quick here, I was thinking about this. I want to make a little correction that we had a little discussion last week, Friday, about the radar dish and the chocolate bar. And some of the details were correct, but some of the details weren't quite correct. We talked about the guy that had the chocolate bar in his pocket. He got near a radar dish or whatever, and actually he was near an electron gun that they were developing, and that's when the candy bar melted in his pocket. So the story is true. It's just some of our facts were a little bit off. So, and I was thinking of how they did the cover-up story because they didn't want the enemy to know that they had come up with radar or anything like that. So they said that's why the pilots could see better at night is because of them eating carrots. That was the part I was thinking about. I don't know why I was thinking that, but the story is that's what they used to cover up how radar basically came around. But he was standing next to an electronic gun or something like that. It's the same kind of thing that's in your microwave now. So, but because of him, we have microwave ovens. So anyway, so I just want to put that out there because if I'm anything, I'm intellectually honest and I will make a correction, even if it's on myself. So I had another story here.
Okay.
A former police officer said he was looking at nudes at work for research. He
was profiling.
He was profiling, yeah, apparently. I'm doing all kinds of research on this, too. It's the same kind of research, but I'm not doing it at work. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, a New Mexico law enforcement officer admits that he looked at pictures of naked women on the internet while on duty, but he says he was doing it so as part of his job. The Albuquerque Journal reports the former Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Mark Kamatz filed a complaint for employment retaliation on Wednesday against Bernalillo County Commission. Kamatz, it's K-M-A-T-Z, Kamatz, says he was looking at naked pictures to research a specific group of individuals with distinct tattoos and piercings, because that always comes up when you're just like, you got any body piercings? Yeah. Where? Well, they're down there. Well, gotta see them. What? You know what? Actually, I'm sure they're documented. I'm sure they document this kind of stuff. But the fact is, though, there's a rule. It's a pretty hard and fast rule that female officers search the female prisoners or people who are suspects. So if they get patted down or anything like that, they have to have a female present, or they have
supposedly. Yes.
Supposedly, yeah. I mean, at least that's from what I understand. I could be wrong on that. If they have to go far as a strip search, then it's just women there. It's just women. No guys, just the women. So his doing research on this makes no sense. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. It's hilarious, but you don't get to do that. What are you doing? Oh, by the way, Officer Judy, did you see the suspect Jane had a pierced clitoris and had a demon tattoo around her vagina? Did you see that? Because that matches her. Dude, really? Now, he wrote in a lawsuit that he was forced to resign or be terminated, that the nudes weren't on pornographic sites. His attorney did not return calls for comment. The sheriff's office also declined to comment on the case. So apparently he's been only on the force since 1997. He was on the force for about 10 years, actually.
97? That's 20.
20 years? Oh,
Yeah.
you're right, 20 years. I see. I can't do a math either, apparently. I remember things wrong, and I get it sometimes, and I do a math wrong. So there's that.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Older men, they need a little bit more to feel virile, and
yeah.
Well, it could have been worse, I guess. Could have been a priest or a pastor. No, really.
Yeah.
It's because it wasn't on porn sites. That's, I'm sorry. The attorney's doing the smart thing. I plead the fifth. Just don't say anything.
Don't say anything, dude. That's not your job. That's got to be the lamest excuse I've ever heard. I mean, really? Wow. just wow. By the way, the Packard Pokesat group on Google Plus is growing. I started out with 2 or 3 people, 2 of which are mine, and one other person, and we're growing. The page is growing. So I was looking at it this morning, just before the show. Well, actually, this afternoon before the show, and apparently it says limited membership activity. I'm not sure what that means. It's probably because they have to wait a couple weeks or something. I don't know. The last time I got added as an owner to a group was already established some time ago, so I don't know. I have to work this shit out. I've never started a new group before, so this is a new thing for me. So, but it's growing. It's growing, just look for Packard Pokset on Google Plus. It's free to join. I've been putting in videos and things like that, and I will be putting up a video here in the next few days, although separate from the show here.
It's free to join, but there's monthly dues.
Yeah, the monthly due of $0.
No, it's like a gym membership. It's free to join. But then
it's free to join.
Towel fee.
Yeah. Well, there's a towel fee. There is a towel fee. I'm sorry that we have to charge for the towel.
But yeah, bring your own towel if you don't want us charging.
If you don't want us to charge you to use the towels in the Packard Pokset group, you got to bring your own towel.
That's right.
Just remember,
Don't forget to bring a towel.
I don't know why, and nor do I want to know. Just the TMI. The boing one. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff Towley from South Park.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
That's right. Not throwing in the towel, but throwing in the bra. Chinese restaurant offers bra size discounts. According to the Qingjiang Evening Post, local people complained to the council after seeing posters advertising discounts for a trendy shrimp restaurant at a mall. The company's adverts show a lineup of cartoon women in their underwear and the slogan, "The whole city is looking for breasts." It's listed discounts for women depending upon the cup size, with greater offers available to women with bigger busts. So if you're like an A cup, you get a 5% discount. But if you got a G cup, you could get 65% discount.
Wow.
The posters first appeared on the 1st of August and have since been removed because they were vulgar and discriminatory towards women.
Is there pictures of that? I'm just curious. I'm just
there is on the website. Yeah, it's on BBC.
Okay. I want to, research.
You're just like the police officer. You doing
research.
Yeah, it's not a nude, and it's not a nudity. It's not a porn page. So, but Trendy Shrimp general manager Lan Shangang, it looks like Shag. I'm sorry, defended their sales strategy. Once the promotion started, customer numbers rose by about 20%. You're thinking, yeah, about a D cup, right?
I'm sure a few things rose. And it just wasn't the amount of customers. I'm just saying, it was the...
Some of the girls we met were very proud. They had nothing to hide. Well, if they've got a G cup, they're not hiding nothing. That you can see that coming around the corner down the street.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. How do they verify that? Because someone could just stuff a big bra. I'm just saying, and make their cleavage, look more than it is. I'm not saying that everybody does that. I'm just saying they could. I mean, they just get some towels in there, or
Okay, the last paragraph. Though this is not the first time that a restaurant in China has offered discounts based on appearance. In January 2015, a restaurant in Hainan rewarded diners it deemed good looking. A month after, an eatery in Kongjin, I'm probably saying that awful, gave discounted food to overweight men and thin women.
Wait. So if you're an overweight guy, you get a discount, and if you're a really attractive woman, another discount.
Yep.
So, if you're a good-looking guy and thin, no discount for you. And if you're a not so attractive woman, then no discount for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty subjective. I mean, at least with the boob size, you had something there. I'm just saying, because you actually have a set number. It's not arbitrary. Breast size is not arbitrary.
It's anime drawings. So you even got a girl with a unicorn horn and a couple cosplay, girl with kitty ears. A couple of them they're basically drawings of nude women with pasties. So it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I got to say, I have never wanted to learn the alphabet more than I do today.
I guess if it's above a G, do you get a free meal? I don't know.
I'm wondering, what if that woman walks in there and is like, "I'm a double G." Oh shit! What do they do with double Ds? I'm a double D. Okay, you just get the 6.5 where it says there, whatever that means in Chinese.
Yep.
Off.
Yep. So that's my last story for sharing for today.
That is hilarious. I'm gonna have to do some research on this. I'm just saying. I have to do some more research on this.
Does that come with tentacle porn? Oh, wait, that's Japanese. Never mind.
Well, it might. It might.
Might.
Nothing wrong with all that.
Yeah.
I do like this on one part here. It says that represents complaint where the poster says vulgar advertising, which you mentioned, and says discriminatory towards women. I don't see it that way. I don't see it's discriminatory. I'm just saying I don't think it's discriminatory. You're actually giving them a discount based on their attributes. That's not discrimination. Well, I suppose you're discriminating against someone that's smaller versus someone that's larger. I mean,
it's discriminatory against men.
Yeah, absolutely. It's discriminatory against men.
If a man comes in and he has a cup size, does he also get a discount?
I'm not a woman, but I do have a D-size cup. I'm just saying. Do I get discount too? No discount for you. I'm sorry, that was really bad. Someone's gonna Packard, you racist. You did a voice. You're a racist. No, I just did a voice. Chill, everybody. Chill the fuck out.
Chill.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
Do we still have time for more, or are we done? I'm sorry.
Well, we did have a lot of dead spots. So let's go ahead. If you got one more that you
sure.
you feel you could share.
I certainly do. It's also from China. Chinese man caught transporting 2 human arms. The security official. Yeah.
Was he gonna like attach it himself to become a new Spider-Man or something? You know?
Doc Ock. Yeah.
Doc Ock.
I don't know. Security officials in Southwest China recently had a nasty surprise when they found a man transporting 2 human arms. According to Para Video, a 50-year-old man surnamed Singh was approached by authorities at a bus station in Duyong, Guihao province after the limbs showed up on the station's security scanner on the 31st of July. I asked him what it was in the bag, and he said it was an arm.
Dude, you could have just lied and say, oh, it's a mannequin arm.
If you look at the picture, though, it looks like there's a bone. It looks really real. It's like, wait, what? According to the South China Morning Post, staff immediately detained him, suspecting he had been involved in a murder. However, Mr. Zhang explained that he had been transporting the body parts for his brother, who had them amputated after an electric incident. Mr. Zhang said that his brother had asked for his help in transporting the limbs back to him so that when he dies, his body can be buried in one piece. Mr. Zhang was released by authorities after the hospital treating his brother verified the story. It is traditional in Chinese belief that the body should be cremated or buried whole after someone has died in order to be at peace. However, many online readers are bewildered by the story, given that the medical personnel are required to secure permits for the transportation of human body parts in China.
You know, I tell you something. When someone asks him to give him a hand, he gives you the whole hand.
He's giving his brother a hand up. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely give his brother a hand up. Yeah. What are you gonna do with it in the meantime? Well, the guy is still. He said his brother's still alive, right? So. And he just had to have his arms amputated. What's he going to do with these things? You going to keep them in the freezer? Oh, yeah, that meat was rotten, so I threw it out. Well, that was my brother's arms. Now he'll never be at peace. I didn't know what it was. It wasn't marked, and it smelled bad, so I threw it out.
Yeah, you go to the freezer and go pull out some, chicken or something.
Oh, my God. Oh,
my God. That arm.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that was a human hand. I made that for stew. Bone was a little long. I didn't know why, but didn't label it. Good stew, though. Really good stew.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. They're either gonna preserve them or they're gonna go ahead and cremate them so they can mix it with his remains later. That was just a weird story. I was like, wow, that's kind of
that tops one of my weird stories, and I have a couple left here, but we'll get to those at the meeting. Okay. So if you want to hear the meeting after the fact, go to iTunes.com or go to iTunes and look for Packard Pokesat, or you can go to packardpokesat.wordpress.com and there'll be a link there tomorrow or maybe tonight. I don't know. To see, you'll be able to hear the files then because it's just all audio at that point. So anyway, if you'd like to make a donation to the show, please go to paypal.me/PackardPokesat and make a donation there. That gives me a direct donation, or you can go to patreon.com/PackardPokesat. I am still waiting to hear back from them about what happened to the previous stuff. I know I've brought this up before, but until this is resolved, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Hopefully that somebody will also email Patreon and say, hey, where's Packard's money? You guys got to get on the ball here. So
Yeah.
Yeah, these people that they were very generous with their money, and they entrusted their monies to me so I can, have a food and have a roof and stuff. So there's that. We'll be back on Friday at 9 p.m. Central Time, and be sure again to join the Packard Pokesat group on Google Plus. So that's a thing now. So if you're not on Facebook and you don't want to be on Facebook, there's that as an alternative. If you're not on Google Plus and you're on Facebook, there's a facebook.com/Packard Pokesat. So you're covered both ways. Or go and join both. Go and join both.
What the heck?
What the heck? Join both of them.
Be a joiner.
Be a joiner. Join up today. Or you'll burn in hell. No, I'm just kidding.
Signing your name in blood is optional.
Yeah, and be sure to bring your own towel if you don't want the charges to.
That's right.
For your
towel fee.
Towel fee. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And that's a wrap.